Arsenal, I'm back. We survived the coronavirus so far.
It's the return of the Mac. Oh my God.
Hey, Gal, the kid, how you doing, my bro?
I'm doing good, man. I got sick of my beard. I just shaved it all off.
Bro, you got sick of your beard. I got sick of my hair. There's no barbers around. And I took it all off myself, right? Which is posing the first question. Why am I spending £15 a week going to the barber, bro, when I can shave my own hair off?
Who knows, man? You can literally do it yourself. You don't need all that.
Well, hello everyone in the comments. How's the coronavirus been treating you? You know, how's life changed for you?
Oh man, life's changed for me a lot. As you can tell, when it comes to just, I'm still right now in a transition phase with my work. So it's like, it's been tough trying to get back into the fray because this whole thing has stopped everything when it comes to trying to get your work back together and everything. And a lot of people are getting affected financially by this.
So are you doing work or are you just watching daytime television? I mean, hopefully your boss ain't watching. So.
No, what's been happening was the company that I was working with, I was temp permanent. So basically they took me off for now. So I'm not gonna be employed during this time. But luckily my wife works with the NHS, so she's one of those people that people are clapping for. So I give her a round of applause every day.
Big up Scott Reynolds, follows me on Facebook. My Twitter, for some reason, I've lost my Twitter again. I don't know why. So if anyone wants to contact me, follow me on Facebook, Sonny TV Arsenal on Facebook, and you can hit me up in Messenger as well, and you'll get me live. But just don't do it 24 hours a day because I can't reply to everyone. Park Lady is in the house. See, you know when you're when people like you, when you've got a Tottenham supporter watching you as well. Park Lady, key worker. What do you do, Park Lady? So tell me what you do.
Look at this one.
Say looking more. You know what? I wish I had money.
You were saying about this one?
I'm still working, Sonny, in the food industry.
Ooh. Yep. Shout out to my wife, one of the people working.
Yeah. You know, yeah, actually, everyone in the comments as well. What do you make of this, right? Everyone clapping for the NHS when NHS workers when they come past the ambulance or whatever. Because, you know, Max Simon said that the other day. No one's supposed to be in 2 meters of each other, right? The ambulances come past. Everybody's standing in the street clapping. You're supposed to be 2 meters apart. It just does not make sense at all. It just doesn't make sense.
No, but it's usually just households. They're like people in the same household can do it. They don't want people from other households like doing that. So it's like if you're a group, you can do it, or like out of your balcony. It kind of makes sense, honestly. It does.
Part Lane, big up to yourself, bruv. You know what? If the HGV drivers are not doing their jobs and if they've stopped, there's no food. There's no food. There's no shampoos. Well, I don't need shampoo, but there's there'll be a shortage of everything. You know, there'll be nothing in the supermarket. So big up yourself, Part Lane, bruv. Big up yourself. No, just because you support Tottenham doesn't make you a bad guy. Just makes you confused.
Flo in the comments. Yo, Flo, we haven't seen you from a while. How you been?
Flo, of all the channels to watch, we find you watching this one. Big up yourself.
Respect. But yeah, man, let's talk about this. Sonny. People have been asking me on socials, what happened to Sonny? What happened to Sonny? Where's Sonny? It's been like 4 videos that you haven't been on, and people are like, where's Sonny? So today is the return of Sonny. What have you been up to, brother?
You know what it is? I just found it hard to get motivated, to be honest with you. Honestly, yeah. I'm not missing the football. I'm really not missing the football. You know, what is there to miss at Arsenal? Nothing. Let's face it. There's nothing to miss. I want the season to be over. Basically, because I want Liverpool to be pissed. I want Liverpool and their fans to be pissed, you know. So I want the season to be over, and I want us to get the Champions League by default. So basically, I've just been in hibernation, bro. Yeah. I've been in hibernation. I've just been at home, nothing on telly. You know what? I probably haven't turned the TV on either in about 2 weeks. There's nothing on.
Yeah. What I've been doing is I've been rewatching, the season reviews by Sky Sports. They have those season reviews. I found a Google Drive. I'll put it in the description after. Basically, you can watch the whole season recap in like 30 to 40 minutes. and it's amazing. And I put a thread on my Twitter, so you guys can check that out of the Invincible season.
I mean, what I was thinking of doing, I was thinking of going through my old Arsenal Fan TV interviews and putting them on. I thought, what's the point? London Sound Radio, big up yourselves. Say looks like Pep and the other looks like Sterling, but clean shaven. But I mean, as I said the other day, the season is over now. Do you know what? London Sound Radio, I hope it is over, I really do hope it is over. Because, playing behind closed doors, there's no atmosphere. We've got, I don't know about you guys, but I was getting it hard to get up for the game anyway, because we've got nothing to play for, have we? Tottenham as well. Tottenham, Park Lane Yd. All their players are out injured. Harry Kane's out injured. Son's out injured. If the season started again tomorrow, they've got a very strong squad again.
Yeah.
So, coronavirus, I mean, I don't know if Son's had anything to do with it. But
did you hear that song Cardi B made? Shit is getting real. It's getting real. I was dying. Oh man. Anyways, let me get back to this. I want to say Tower. What's his name? Lockout Tower. Thanks for the donation. Appreciate it. And then Flo, keep him busy. Been busy. Just woke up. Wanted to see us go live. I appreciate it, bro. You just woke up and decided to watch us. I would actually have to applaud you for waking up and watching us.
Flo's been busy because he's been basically been working on his house in Australia.
Oh, wow.
He's built some big ass, bro.
Yeah.
Big ass.
There's a lot of people going live at the exact same time with nothing to do. So, what are you gonna say, right?
Boys, I want to bring your attention to one story first, non-football related, right?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can just find it. I mean, is it the government trying to make more money, or are they actually doing this for a reason? Yeah. What do you make of this? Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Basically, checkpoint fines and online shaming by police, and they struggle to enforce the new rules. So basically, the police are going to start stopping you in the street as you're driving, mainly as you're driving, really. Like last night, I went and picked up a family member at 10 o'clock at night, where I should have been. And I tell you something, there was no one in the road except for me, right? It's probably, I was driving around probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. No one in the road, solely me, right? Do you know how guilty I felt? Honestly. and every time I pass a police car, I'll shit myself. Because basically what they're doing is £60 fine if they stop you, yeah?
Yeah.
In 14 days, it goes up to 120, right?
Ooh.
Second offence, listen to this, second offence starts at 120. Then it goes up to 240, right? Then the third offence starts at 240. So basically, it's doubling every time you get stopped. And I don't know whether on the first strike, they start sticking your ass in prison or not. I don't know. South Laguna, Mick, I'm going to get you on soon, bruv. We'll try and get you on the next one, actually. The next one I'm on. Give us your thoughts in the comments about, how has the lockdown been for you guys? Have you been keeping up with it? Do you actually go out?
For me, I definitely have to go out and just go for a walk or go for a run or something. I like to try to stay active. But the thing that happens to me now is I lose sense of time because it's like there's no football. Football is kind of like a sense of time, and like sports in general gives me like a sense of what's going on throughout the week because I'll be like, hey, I got a Raptors game going on Tuesday, Wednesday, so I know I'm looking forward to that. So without certain events to look forward to, you kind of lose track what day of the week it is, especially the fact that I'm not going to work now and I'm just staying at home. It kind of makes it like every day kind of seems like the same day.
I've actually run out of things to watch, but I've started watching Blonde Girl Porn on Monday, Brunettes on Tuesday, Redheads on Wednesday, and then you get to the freaky stuff Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, and I'm actually getting bored of that now as well. So we need to find some things to do. Flo saying pigs mate instead of looking after people in crisis, but instead of they are abusing the system and finding people, bro, what all they're doing is they're making money. They are making. Don't forget, right? The traffic wardens are not out. Revenue has stopped big time. There's no congestion in England. You get congestion charge and all that. No one's getting any parking fines, and that's the way they're going to make money a lot.
What do you think about Mike Ashley and Sports Direct making telling their employees they still have to come to work throughout this coronavirus?
You know what? That don't surprise me about Mike Ashley at all. It
Yeah,
doesn't surprise me
because
at all.
every other major company, like they stopped their activities, but Sports Direct said they are still going to be coming out there to play, to sell stuff. Like, who's buying shoes during a crisis like this?
You know, have you ever been to Sports Direct where all they do is try to force you to get the carrier bags off them? Because basically that's how they get their commission. You know, the majority of their wages are actually made up by selling them the stupid magazines or the carrier bags. So that's why they force the carrier bags on you.
Oh man, but yeah, what do you call it? What's the next thing that you were thinking about talking about? Were you
Let's go for a few transfers to start with.
okay?
Go on, I'll let you start, right?
Okay, there's this one caught my eye right away. This
Bro,
one caught my eye.
In the comments, tell me what you think, right? Nabil Fekir went to he went to what was it, Betis,
Real
right?
Betis, yes.
Bearing in mind, right, he was linked with a move to Liverpool for 60 million, right? 60 million quid, 60 million was linked to Liverpool the season before. Paraded with a shirt and everything. You know, Liverpool fans were really excited. This is a guy who made Lacazette, don't forget. This guy made Lacazette. Lacazette scored 40 goals in France, right? The season he was with Fekir. Geezer's quality. Would you, everyone in the comments, and you, Miguel, right? Would you take Fekir? I don't know what his sign-on fee would be now. Bear in mind, he went for cut price 70 million because he supposedly had dodgy knees. Yeah, he's had a great season in Spain. Would you take him over Ceballos?
Oh, honestly, this is what they're saying right now. Basically, what they're saying is Arsenal is set to lose Ceballos this summer, end his loan, leaving and not letting it renew, but then going to Real Betis for a cut price on Nabil Fekir. They're saying Nabil Fekir could be going for in and around 40 million to for sale to us, instead of having to pay 36 million for Danny Ceballos. And to me, I feel like Nabil Fekir would be an ideal player for us because he can play the 10, he can play the 8, he can even play on a wing if you choose him to. And I feel like that versatility and his goals that he can bring to the midfield and his assists, he'll be like our Coutinho. He'll be like a Coutinho player, like for us.
I mean, Flo said he'd take Fekir over Ceballos any day of the week. I'll go one even further than that, Flo. Right? I'll take them both. I'll take them both. You know what? If you played Fekir further forward in the Ozil role, and you had Ceballos behind him, it'll remind me of Santi Cazorla with a Jack Wilshere in front of him, or a Samir Nasri, or a Ziki. You know, we haven't had two really good footballing midfielders for them for ages. Oh, actually, that's reminded me of something as well. Yeah. What would you make of Cesc Fabregas' comments? Has anyone seen that?
Yeah, it was on Ars blog, Arscast, Cesc Fabregas. He was really harsh and he kept it real.
It was very harsh. It was very harsh.
He said he felt there was only two players on his level at Arsenal, and it was Nasri and Robin van Persie. And actually, Sagan came out and he said, "Come on, bro. You can't just say there's only two players on your level," because I felt like I was up there. And he's like, there's a lot of us players that weren't, you might categorize 2 players or 3 players in that category of people that were not up to your level. But to me, there was at least like, we had a decent squad. So don't just go out.
You know what? In them years, Arsenal did play some exceptional football, right?
Yeah.
But we always seem to have 2 players short of a proper win the league or a proper push. Because come just after Christmas, we used to fall flat, didn't we? Right? Yeah. And what Fabregas actually said, he said after Arsenal used to lose, he used to go home and cry. Right, and he said after what's name, and the players used to just talk about going out. So you know, you wonder what the mentality. We all said that them days was a holiday camp mentality, and basically he's just confirming it, isn't he?
Yeah, you know what the thing is. Another thing he said in that video, he said he basically quit after a game where they lost because he couldn't handle it anymore. It was in the middle of the window. They just lost to either Middlesbrough or somebody like that, or Stoke, whoever it was that he said. And he said on the Arscast podcast that when he lost that game, he mentally he felt defeated and he just gave up. and he asked Arsene, "Get rid of me. I don't want to play here." And he said he felt like he quit, and to him it hurt that the season that he left was the first time that Robin van Persie was healthy the whole entire season, and he got that golden boot.
JR Decipher, I've sent you a link, bruv. If you haven't got it, can you please send me a send me an email, and basically, because it might not have gone through from mine, so send me an email to sunny.ember@yahoo.com, and I'll send you a link again once I've received your one.
Yeah. So Sonny, what do you think about the channel upgrades? Tell the people what we've been doing with the channel, the upgrades, the new thumbnails, the new videos, everything, and how we're trying to keep it consistent. And people, you guys know we're going to be pushing out more content throughout this coronavirus.
Well, the biggest upgrade has been on the channel is that I'm not doing the things behind the scenes. So, I mean, this man here on my right, this little finger on my right, has basically better. He's better on his social media stuff than I am. So, you know, upgraded the thumbnails. Just bring it a lot more into get more out there. You know, just doing the things behind the scenes on YouTube to get the algorithms and that not changed, because that's how people notice the channel. There will be a lot going forward. I've got major plans for this. You know what?
Yeah.
If people think they've done a relaunch, right? Once we do a relaunch, it's going to go to the moon, and it's going to go to the moon. It's going to stay there.
Yeah,
it's going to be a proper relaunch.
And guys, don't forget to check out tomorrow. We're going to have a video at 8 o'clock. It's going to be a transfer video, and we already had a video that went out today. It was another transfer video with Kieran, and yesterday we did a video about what was it about again? Debates. Yes, we debated about different topics related to Arsenal.
Also as well, you know, again. A channel we always want fresh blood, right? Doesn't mean go out and kill people. Basically, what it means is, if you want to come on the channel, just follow me on Facebook, Sonny TV Arsenal. Send me a message, and I'll get you on. And you know what you could do as well? You can also come on with a friend, right? So basically, you know, introduce a friend, get a friend on who wants to come on as well. You know, and I'll give you the platform to basically come on and get your face out there as well.
Yeah, and if you want to contact somebody on Twitter, you can contact me on Twitter, and I can get a hold of you too. Yo, we got Junior.
Turn it off, man. Turn it off. Turn your radio off. You've got something on in the background, man. Come on with a friend.
Junior, your audio is bad. You got to fix the audio, buddy. Okay, well, when he fixes the audio, we'll bring him back on. But yeah, what were we talking about just a second ago?
Yeah, basically introducing new people on as well.
Yeah, so if you want to get a hold of somebody on Twitter, Sonny's Twitter account right now is on doing maintenance. So what you can do is you can contact me on Twitter at @thekideg, and I could also get you guys on. Okay, so yeah, Junior's in the mix now. Junior, what's good?
I'm good, bro. How's it going?
How's it? We got a Lacazette impersonator.
Man, you come on.
Look at this shit, bro. I can't even go to my barber's, bro.
I
cut it myself.
Look.
I might as well shave it off myself. How's it going, guys? You guys all right, yeah?
Bro,
Yeah,
man, listen. From now on, there's going to be a certain code in this channel, yeah? As you notice, right, the graphics are getting a bit better. You can't come on tune, right? You can't come on. You can't come on with your hair long. You can't come with your beard messed up. You sound needs to your voice.
There's a dress code now. There's a dress code.
Funny, who's that guy in the corner, above the kid? Who's that?
This is our new signing.
Nabil Fekir.
Soon to be.
Oh, he's signing.
Did you hear about this? Tell me what you think. Arsenal is set to lose Danny Ceballos this summer as he's on loan and his loan will end. So they're not interested in renewing it. They're gonna go to Real Betis and sign Nabil Fekir. Now, do you think that's likely? What's the odds of that happening?
Mate, with Arsenal gonna blame coronavirus. That's what they're gonna do. Mate, them Fabregas comments, that shit hurt, but it was real. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was really real.
That's how it was in them days.
Yeah.
There's more interesting going out than going to work.
Did someone say we rather keep Xhaka? Mate, I don't even know why Xhaka's still an Arsenal player. But yeah, oh no, bro, Arsenal are not on nothing. They're not on piss. The board, they're not on Oh man, it's sad.
Have you actually missed the season?
Hey,
Have you missed it?
bro, you know what? It's funny enough. I haven't really, you know. Of course,
What?
I want to watch Arsenal, but I don't miss it. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, nah, not anymore.
What
They
about you when
ruined
it
it for
comes
us,
to
man. They ruined
when
it.
it comes to what about when it comes to the music industry? How is it going for you? Is it still
Everything's
busy?
shut down. All the shows are done. All of that stuff ain't happening. I had planned about 6 tours over the summer, and that they've all been cancelled. Not like foreseeable till some foreseeable future. It's
How's your training going the other day? Have you managed to pull an aeroplane in the right way?
I'm done doing it, but then they said everyone should leave for like what 8 weeks.
You know what? JR is going to be the guy, right? Who's going to be pulling the aeroplane. You know when you wait the steps you got on the aeroplane, yeah? He's going to be the guy pulling the aeroplane to the steps. So listen, if your aeroplane goes past the steps that you're at, and he goes to the next hangar, it's his fault.
Yeah. We've already covered this, but I want to hear your opinion. What do you think about the police enforcing fines to people in London that are not listening to the self-isolating and social distancing?
Some people are fucking stupid. Like I saw pictures of videos of Hyde Park.
Bro, I was at last night at 1 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Mate, yeah, I was just out. I went to St. Albans. I went to a farm in St. Albans to go and buy fruits and vegetables and stuff. Yeah, so normal. But still, a lot of people, not too many people. But there was idiots in Hyde Park linking up, like loads of them, sitting there drinking, smoking like it's nothing.
In Cyprus, right, bear in mind, like, Cyprus is a very small community, yeah?
Yeah.
And basically, they're having kebab parties in Cyprus, yeah? They're you know, some people putting on a barbecue and people are just coming. People are just flocking to eat. It's just like a normal day.
But what's the death toll over there so far? Is it bad?
No, let's try not to talk about that.
It's only been 3 or 4 people. It's only been 3 or 4 people. So it's not. And now they're sort of like they've stopped transport in and out. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I got my money back from my vacation, so I'm happy.
Oh, you booked a vacation, yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna go to Egypt, but then Egypt said, "Nah, no British people allowed." So I said, "Okay."
What did you say? So I'm not British.
I said, yo, it's better this way because I had no cancellation. I don't pay for that cancellation stuff, right? Because who's gonna pay extra $14 for a cancellation? I'm like, yo, forget that.
Big up, Flo.
I'm just gonna do my own thing, and hopefully, if things work out, I get my money back. I got my money back, so I'm happy.
Listen, next time you book a holiday, use your credit card. The credit card's insured. You just call the credit card company and they'll do all this for you.
Okay, I wanted to talk about the craziness. Yeah. Everyone's talking about voiding the season. Everyone's talking about the season being this, that.
What do you guys think will happen?
Today, they came out with a new rumor that July they're going to do a tournament style to finish the last 10 games, like weekend, midweek, weekend, midweek, weekend, midweek for like 3 weeks in a row to finish it all in like a 4-week span. Yeah, what do you guys think?
Let me ask you a question, right? How do they know when this coronavirus stuff is going to end?
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, that's what I'm saying. So, for instance, they're giving it a 12-week, not 12-week. They're getting a 3-week assessment at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said in 3 weeks, let's see if we're gonna relax the lockdown or not. Yeah. Say if after that 3 weeks, you know, you get less people going into the hospital, you get less people reported to GP saying, yeah, that's fine. Then everyone takes their eye off the ball, and in 6 weeks, boom. You know, how do you know? That one fucker who's got it, yeah? That one fucker who might still have it.
You spread it to 1 million people.
You can spread it to 1 million people.
Yeah.
You know, like you spread your seed. that way.
Oh, man.
The way this guy, Junior, with his 12 kids, right?
I ain't got no kids, bro. I ain't got no kids.
That you know of, bro. That you know of.
Guys, let's talk about this. People keep talking about lawsuits and stuff that might happen. The TV companies and the football clubs have no incentive to sue anybody, and they have no incentive to ask the players to take a pay cut, because if you ask them to take a pay cut, and when this comes back to normal, they're not going to play for you as hard. They're not going to care as much because you're taking their money. And these TV companies, if they go ahead and say, we want our money back to the Premier League is going to be like, fuck you guys. We're going to start Premier League flight and Netflix. And then when they do that, they're going to make more money. So Sky Sports are going to be finished.
The thing is, though, they're asking the general public to take only 80% of their wages. Yeah, they're asking general public
20% off,
anyway.
yeah.
Self-employed are getting jack shit at the moment. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Self-employed getting jack shit.
Yeah.
Right?
I've looked into it, but yeah, we'll talk about it.
Right. So why should footballers and people who are earning the money why should they take a pay cut? If anyone can afford to take a pay cut, it's these guys.
It's Ozil. The man's still getting 350,000 a week, not doing shit. But he hasn't been doing that all season, anyways, right?
I mean, obviously, we know someone who's connected to Sky, don't we? On via that channel.
Yeah.
And basically, Sky turned around and said to all their employees, because a lot of them are self-employed, they're contract workers.
Yeah.
They said for 3 to 4 months, go and find something else to do.
But Sky's still operating though.
They're operating, but obviously because there's no sport showing, that's what it says to all their workers.
You know what they're doing? You know what they're doing? BT Sports and these guys, they're basically telling people we're gonna show old Champions League games. Come watch our old Champions League games and rewatch them. Like, are you gonna pay your money a month to go watch old games? Rewatch old games?
Yeah. No, but it's good. Right now, you see how the Premier League has been taking a piss out of fans and that. This is gonna hit them hard. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It is.
In a way, even though we're suffering a bit, in a way, this is gonna help out.
Yeah, but even YouTube, even YouTube, right? A lot of people will stop watching telly because they're watching YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, like everyone else, there's nothing to talk about. A lot of stopped. So people are saying everyone's views across all the channels have decreased as well because there's nothing to talk about. So they're saying, look, all this traffic is going through YouTube, but is it?
No, but you see, Sonny, soon what's going to happen to YouTube, is the advertisers are not going to be able to sell their products anyway, and YouTubers make money from advertising. So the advertisers are going to pull out. So you're going to get loads of people watching, but these people haven't got the money to spend anyway. So what are you advertising to them? Only the necessities like food and drinks and all these other things. Yeah, they're the ones that's going to be laughing, but they're not going to pay stupid prices for advertising. So everyone's getting hit.
I mean, this coronavirus has we've only been locked down for what, a week? Yeah.
A week, yeah.
Well, a week seems a long time at the moment, right?
Mad.
Can you actually imagine life going back to normal? I can't imagine things going back to normal at the moment.
Yeah,
guys, something's already happened. Some things have already happened. Like certain clubs, they've sacked their whole day-to-day match day staff. There's clubs that are going to go under. There's people like Bournemouth who are in financial distraught. And then, did you guys hear what happened in the non-league to teams like Stevenage? They're undefeated 28 games, and they told them the season's done, the season's void. You're not getting promoted. You've already won the championship in that league, but it doesn't count, and you're not getting nothing. Everything you're gonna have to redo it next year.
You know what? I think this is a fantastic point from Masterson's, right? Masterson's pick up yourself, Puff. Basically, you know what? Stan Kroenke, this has hit him hard because don't forget the guy's got 6, 7, 8 sports franchises.
Yeah, Denver Nuggets.
That's
Broncos.
That's and he's right smack in the middle of relaunching the LA Rams, right?
Yeah.
And everything just stops for him.
And guess what? You know the Nigerian guy who wants to buy Arsenal? He made his money from selling food. That's where the bulk of his money comes from. Now he's into real estate and stuff, yeah?
What? He made money from what? Selling food?
Selling food, yeah.
What the type of food you buy in Hackney? Or
no. Importing proper food, yeah?
Proper food.
Yeah. So like
the good green, the proper food.
Yeah, whole foods, yeah. So he's not taking a hit at all. Well, he is with his construction stuff. So it just might happen. Yeah, good point there, for real.
No, but Stan Kroenke, what you have to also remember is he's related to his wife. Is a part of Walmart, and Walmart are still making money.
There's somebody still above her. That person has to die for her to inherit that. She has access to it, yes, but the person has to die for it.
Yeah, but the Kroenke family, they've still got an £8 billion fortune, haven't they? They've got an £8 billion fortune, so they really get hit, not really.
Yeah. Well, it all depends on how much they've gone and borrowed and stuff, innit? But they got too much to worry about. They might just see it through.
If anything, look at it at a different angle, right? If they are being hit, it might hit Arsenal worse because they might be now borrowing money against Arsenal because
they've already done that.
They've gone. Arsenal, practically debt free. You know,
Self-sustained, yeah.
Self-sustaining model. You know, generates its own money to provide for yourself. And all they've done is a cash point for them. So if they are feeling a pinch,
100%.
that's the first place they're going to pinch.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. When it comes to what's going on right now, do you think what has happened in the 5th division can affect the League 1, League 2, and maybe even the Championship in the Premier League? Or do you think that has nothing to do with it?
Nah, I think that those are only in terms of the teams who are trying to get promoted to League 1 and that. I mean, as far as up here, nah. Way too many tiers and safety nets.
Do you know who's breaking in? Said, look, Steve, be up yourself, Steve. It's nice to see you in the large change, mate. Conkio's Supermarket, Walmart, and Asda. He's breaking in. And who provides the Asda? Do you know who? This guy here. This guy. This guy. He's another one who's breaking in.
Yeah.
It's been like having Stan Kroenke in the comments.
Tell me this. Do you guys think the West Ham ladies is scum for saying void the season, or do you think that's valid?
Yeah, I wanted to void the season because this season was fucking shit.
Okay, I get that. But do you get when people are calling her scum, the West Ham lady? They're saying she's selfish.
Oh, yeah.
She's not thinking about the fans. She's not thinking about the players. She's not thinking about anybody who works at the stadium. She's 100% selfish.
One thing I can tell you she's thinking about is the structure and income and long-term impact financially, because that's where her head is. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. Trust me, it makes sense, man.
Mark Redmond saying such that 5 deaths in 162 cases. What do you think about it, though? 5 out of 162 is quite high.
Yeah, 100 cases is cool. 5 deaths is all right.
But 5 deaths in 162 cases is still quite high. I think.
But I can see that they got it under control.
Yeah, coronavirus.
So guys, so you see people like, say you got a superstar player in his last season. Yeah, what happens now?
Well, bring this nice one to Aubameyang, yeah? Nice one to Aubameyang, yeah? Aubameyang next year goes into his last season, yeah? What do Arsenal do? Basically, Raul turned around and said, anyone coming to the last 2 seasons are going to be gone. So already he's gone back on his word. Own goal. Let's look at Real Madrid now, what they could do. Jovic is not firing at the moment, right? Jovic is not firing. Dud move for them. Karim Benzema, 32 years old, right? Is coming to the end, yeah. You know, and there's someone called Kylian Mbappe, right? At the moment, £200 million plus.
Yeah.
Next year, he comes into his last season. Paris Saint-Germain are fighting for that guy to sign a new deal at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
They're fighting for signing a new deal.
Same thing with Neymar.
What do Real Madrid do then? Do they go and fork out 60 million on Aubameyang when they could go for Mbappe next season?
Yeah, but Mbappe is going to be like what, 300?
No, he's going to have 1 year left.
So Junior,
but
Mbappe is going to go for less than 100 if
no way.
If it's his last year of his deal, they could get him for free if he waits.
Okay, let me tell you why.
You're going to sell the guy.
Let me tell you why the last year of his deal doesn't even matter. Because there's going to be competition. Barcelona will be in there. All the other teams, what's it called? The Italian one. Ronaldo's one. Juventus. All them lot will be in there.
Juventus don't have money, bro. Juventus
You'll
are
get
broke.
You'll find it.
Comes to compare.
He's such a dickhead. This kid is such a fun the road, man. Big up fun the road, bro. You know what? Every time I've been watching the stream, bro, big up to you. Much love to you because you're always been in them. Bro, listen. Believe it or not, I pay my barber £15 a week, bro, to cut my hair. Right? £15 a week.
Yeah, but them Turkish barbers, they're different. He's a hot towel, everything. Give you a nice.
You know what? Today I thought, fuck it, bro. I thought, fuck it. I thought, forget the shape up, forget anything. It's just, I'm taking it off. And you know what? I haven't noticed no difference myself. So the Turkish barber paid £15 a week. See you later.
I don't know what Thunder was talking about. Junior always looks fresh.
Nah, bro, look at this. I'm fucked now, mate. But the barber said, forget it. I texted him. I said, yeah, what's happening, bro? He said, forget it.
Yeah, man. What?
If a cause of all European competition, in my opinion, the EPL cannot continue. Sorry, Liverpool. Yeah, 100%.
That's harsh, though.
You know what,
Harsh.
Bro, it's hard.
I just mentioned the other day on another channel, right? Turns out I was on there with a Liverpool fan, and it got a bit heated. You know, if I could reach through the channel and squeeze his neck, I would have done it. Yeah, right. The bloke just took offence to say I really did not mean. Basically we're talking about the season being called off here and what happened. All I turned around to is the last time I can't remember football being played, right, was when the high school disaster when English clubs couldn't play in Europe, right?
Yeah.
Could have been Liverpool, it could have been Man United, it could have been Arsenal, it could have been Chelsea, it could have been anyone involved in that, right? Anyone think I cussed his mum, bro, right?
Wow.
Right? Anyone think, as soon as I mentioned high school, right? I saw the sweat dripping down on his head. His eyes started squinting, right? The rage coming in his face. It's honestly,
You're taking it personal.
it's really personal, and it was far from anything I meant. Right? All I meant was the last time I can remember teams not being able to play football, even though they could play domestically, was when teams were going to Europe and there was no European competition between him and his girlfriend Terry, right?
Yeah.
They could not tell the difference. They couldn't get the point I was making. I couldn't figure it out. But
Terry's a cool guy, though. Terry from Football Terry's a cool guy.
Terry's the guy who you wouldn't put your wallet and your keys down if you're in a bar, right? You would not put your wallet and your keys down because he'll have gone to the cash point when he drove your car around the block, right? Had something to eat, and then put your wallet down empty. He's that guy. He's that guy.
Buy the bar and offer everyone a drink.
If the geezer right, wanted to delay going somewhere, he'll push you in front of the train.
Why?
If you could get a view, bro, he'll use you for that view. But obviously I didn't mean that. But now I've got the whole population of Liverpool. I've had the sugar babes cussing me, bro. Seriously, I've had the Beatles coming out making Paul McCartney's making songs about me, bro.
You know, bro. You're gonna rattle them, innit?
Honestly, rattle ain't the case.
I think I need to watch it and see, because I think you know what you're doing, bro. You do Tottenham fans all the time.
Yeah, but at one point, right, he said, the same wrong with the expletives machine, right, and screaming blank. And basically, we thought he wasn't filming, but to me, it don't make any difference anyway. You know, I'm a football supporter, but I'm not a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying?
100.
So when I turned around and said to the guy, you know what? I think you like the Chinese eat bats. He's recorded it all.
Fucking hell, man. What's up with people these days, eh?
Honestly.
Yeah. Let's just move on from that now. What do you guys think about the next topic that we wanted to talk about? And I'm gonna put it on the wall here.
My charger.
Ozil to Fenerbahçe.
Please take it. Please.
Sonny, you?
I just fed Fenerbahçe.
He has strong ties to Turkey.
Has to be done.
He said there's a lot more to life than just football. He's really close to the Turkish prime minister or whatever his name is. He actually was at his wedding and he spoke at his wedding. What do you guys think about Ozil going to Turkey to end his career and almost become like royalty over there?
Well, you say that, right? But will he become royalty? You know, not everyone is in favour of Turkish prime minister for starters, right? Over there. You know, it's like anything. It's like anything. He's got his for him and he's against him.
Yeah.
So Ozil being that close to Turkish prime minister might work against him.
Okay.
And the other thing as well, let's get it right. Ozil chose to play for Germany over Turkey as well.
He did.
You know, so
which was the right decision at the time.
To be honest, I reckon this Corona thing, this whole situation, will make him go. But if it wasn't for this, he would never go. He'll wait. He'll wait and see his time out and keep taking that 300. The guy's greedy, man. He's greedy.
Yo, I spoke about this the other day. I don't know what you guys think, but the meltdown that would have taken place if he would have left during the time that Alexis Sanchez left, the club had no choice but to give him the money that he was asking.
You should let him go. Bro, Alexis Sanchez, what's the difference? We lost Van Persie to Man U. To Man U. Come on, what's the difference? You know what I mean?
The difference between Alexis Sanchez to Man U and Van Persie to Man U is very big. Van Persie helped them win a title. Alexis Sanchez never did anything at Man
That's in
United.
hindsight, though. At the time, bro, we had been scarred. We were damaged goods, all of us, because we kept losing our best players all the time. So letting him go, I would have been way happy. Listen, the only thing I reckon Ozil's done for Arsenal, was the season he came. Most of the players stepped their game up, saying, "Shit, Ozil's here. I better do this. I better do that." And that's when we went and won that FA Cup. That's what I think he's done. Apart from that, I don't see much. I don't think he's done anything beyond what he came to do.
Guys, Ozil has given me one of the best seasons that we've had from a player in the past 5 years. Let's be honest. Alexis Sanchez gave us one of the best. Van Persie gave us one of the best. What do you call it? In this decade, we've had Van Persie, Samir Nasri, what do you call it? Cesc Fabregas, Ozil, and Sanchez. Those are our 5 best players this decade.
Mikhail, I'll set you a challenge, bruv. Okay, I'll set you a challenge. Let me just ask you questions first. Why does everyone hate Ozil? If Ozil was on £100,000 a week, he wouldn't be mentioned. The fact that his wages are so high and it affects our transfers, that's why people are against him. Right, this is a challenge I'm going to set you, bruv, because you want to come on the channel, yeah? And I know your age. Right, get some kids your own age group, right, to set up a show, right? You host it, and I'll put it on my channel for the younger generation, bruv. So here's your challenge to you, Mikhail, right? If you wanna attract the younger generation, I'm gonna put you in charge of it, bruv, and send me some good content, and basically you can have your own show on here. I'll go one better for you, yeah.
Woo! Well, yo, tell me what you guys think about what I just said. Who are your top 5 players in the Emirates era from 2010 to 2020?
Van Persie, Cazorla, Sanchez,
Aubameyang on me.
Aubameyang. Who's my last?
On me.
So does Aubameyang? 2010 to 2020.
Oh, 2010.
Because if you go back to 2008, obviously we know who the better player.
When did on me leave? Was it 2007? When it 2008, wasn't it?
Yeah, he left after the Champions League final.
2005. Yeah, 2005.
He left 2007.
2007.
Yeah, after the Champions League final.
If
he would have stayed, we would have won 2008. Because if you guys remember, 2008 season, we were so close.
I remember that,
You know what keeps happening? We make the same mistake. When a guy leaves or something happens and we get rid of people, we actually invest in the correct players that we should have invested in before they left. Like when Cesc Fabregas left, we invested in Giroud and Santi and these kind of guys, right? But if we would have done that when he was still there, game changed.
No, not Giroud, man. Not Giroud. Listen, I know Giroud banged in a lot of goals. I know he does. I know he did. But he wasn't top quality, man. He wasn't top draw.
I just want to, Masters is just bringing up a point, and I just want to highlight this for him. It's this. Masters are saying a ridiculous rumour that Arsenal are interested in Declan Rice. Basically, what's your thoughts on this, guys?
He's going to Chelsea. Honestly, I think he's going to Chelsea because Chelsea, Jody Morrison was the academy coach at the time when all those guys were playing for Chelsea's academy, and Declan Rice was one of those kids on the academy team before he got released. So I think Jody Morrison, if he's going to be there as the assistant manager and he has a lot to say at Chelsea, they're going to target him and they're going to get him. And if they're willing to pay 80 million, there's no way Arsenal is going in for Declan Rice for more than 80 million.
At the end of the day, you have to also look at it as from a point of view where if you were a young player and you wanted to win things and be ambitious, and Arsenal came, would you really go? The only reason why everybody comes to Arsenal is because of the money. The weekly wages is high. That's it.
I thought saying that. I can't think that's Chelsea's moves. Chelsea they've got Ross Bartley. They've got Kante. They've got the other guy, the one who won't pass his sideways. Who's that?
But they'll pay them. The one who come from Everton.
No, the one who won't pass his sideways at Chelsea. They come from Napoli. The one who come from Napoli.
Okay.
The Italian guy will come from Napoli. Is it the Italian guy?
I forget. Oh, Koulibaly.
No, man, no. The one in midfield, man.
Chelsea's midfield.
Chelsea's midfield.
Jorginho.
Jorginho, yeah. So why would he go? Why would Chelsea want him? But is Declan Rice any better than Granit Xhaka?
People are gonna say, "Are you crazy?" Because
to be honest, I don't care. I don't want Xhaka around. I don't want him there.
Yeah, another player you could have. You can have Longstaff at Newcastle.
Yeah, we need to talk about this.
Seriously,
ins and outs.
Because I've seen Longstaff. I've seen him have one good game, but I don't watch him all the time. That was against Man U when him and his brother, he had a really good game. But is he really gonna change anything for us?
Good shout, buddy.
You'll take Rice over. I've read it the wrong way around. Yeah, I'll take Grealish over Rice any day of the week.
Yeah, let's see what Melvin has to say. If that happens, go and get Conte. They're never selling Conte to us. Real Madrid are looking at replacing what do you call it? Their their midfielders, and they might be looking at Conte.
You know what? I think when Arsenal bought Xhaka, right? I think someone told Wenger to go and buy Kante, and I think Arsenal Wenger misunderstood because he went and bought the Kante instead of Kante.
Yeah, I want to speak to this person in the comments. We've already spoken about that topic. If you want, you can rewatch it in the playback. But we basically were saying his words were harsh, but we generally agreed with Cesc Fabregas when he said the majority of those players were not on his level.
Right.
Yeah, but the thing is, it feels, another thing about it, it says Fabregas was the captain of Arsenal at the time, and that's how he felt. Why did he say so at the time?
You ain't got no say. Arsene Wenger was a dictator, man.
Yeah, Arsene Wenger had those guys by their balls.
You know, Van Persie made some suggestions as of players who they should get. You know what I mean? Just to say, yeah, I'm captain of the team and blah, blah. Arsene Wenger fobbed it off. And then they had that meeting at Wenger's house. And then from then he was like, you know what? I've made up my mind. I'm leaving, innit? You know what I mean?
Yo, what about he talked about in the Arscast podcast, Cesc Fabregas talked about how Xavi Alonso was supposed to come to Arsenal. Everything was done. Everything was done. The player was ready to come. The club wanted to sell. Arsenal wanted him. They just couldn't agree upon a fee because the club were not willing to spend a set amount over what they quoted him as. And he was like,
"That's it, wasn't it?" I mean, basically, players had a price, and Arsene Wenger had a price.
Yeah,
that was the problem.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, I want to come buy your house. Your house is worth 350,000, but Fabregas says it's only worth 200. You ain't buying it, are you?
Definitely not.
Have you guys heard about this kid? Pape Garnier.
No, I tell you what I did hear is totally different subject. Arsenal after a striker, but Boyne or something like that from AZ Alkmaar. And he's supposed to be shit hot, right? AZ Alkmaar is a striker. AZ Alkmaar in their league at the moment. They're doing bits, right?
They're competing against Ajax.
Yeah. No, we haven't played against them. The thing is, the player Arsenal linked to, apparently, who is going to take over, who Arsenal really strongly linked to take over from Aubameyang, Arsenal had him coming from trial at 14, 15 years old, and they didn't take him.
Yeah,
so when you do that team of who could we have had, and like when you put in the Ronaldos, you put in the Yaya Tourés. In fact, we should actually do a show on it one day. The players at Arsenal came to Arsenal for a trial. The Zlatans, right? Players that could have come to Arsenal, joined Arsenal, and never. That could be a podcast in itself.
Yeah, we would have like the greatest of all time.
You'd have a world all-star squad, never mind 11. Right? Yeah, so basically, the player Arsenal very linked with in the summer to take over from Aubameyang because when he's 14, 15.
Oh yeah,
it's like Southampton, isn't it? They could have won the league if they didn't sell all their players, isn't it?
What about Ajax? Ajax had a lot of good players at their club.
But they still do.
You know what the issue with Arsenal is? We are selling club that does not reinvest the money that we sell the players for.
One of the major crimes, biggest crime, right? Even more than going around licking door handles and bath handles, right? And licking things in sweet shops, right? Bigger crime than that if that Chelsea, if the player went from my ex, right, who when it comes to us when everyone's saying take Ziyech, he's better than Ozil, and Arsenal just didn't bother, and he's went to Chelsea for what 30, 40 million.
Yeah, 35.
It's worse. That's a worse crime than going and licking a bus handle, right? If you have a good season next season, right?
Okay.
That's worse,
mate. Arsenal joke.
What about let's do this comparison. Everyone does it. Pepe. Is Zaha better than Pepe?
You know what? I watched his program the other day. It's really good. It was on the best channel on YouTube, right? Sonny TV Arsenal, right? Best channel on YouTube. I was on the podcast.
I agree.
Right? And there was a question come up. Has Pepe been a flop or not? Right? In the comments, you tell me what you think. Steve AFC said, anyone who thinks Pepe's been a flop doesn't know about football. Right? Steve AFC, I don't know about football because I think personally Pepe has been a flop. Steve also said, right, go show I watch your podcast when I'm not on. Whereas I still watch them. Steve said it has nothing to do with the price tag. Steve, it has everything to do with the price tag.
100%.
Everything to do with price tag. Right? Bro, if you're going to go and spend £72 million, right, on a footballer, I don't care if it's a new league or what. You got to hit the ground running and you want the finished article, mate.
Yeah.
£72 million to buy the finished article. I do not care.
He should be in there now, yeah, commanding that team, like bullying, like you stand there. What the fuck are you doing? You know that he's just quiet. That's how he is. Cool.
Has Pepe been any better than Alex Iwobi? No, he hasn't. Right?
No. He has statistically.
No way. Forget about statistics. Forget about that a minute.
Statistics is what Wenger used to take the piss out of us all the time.
Yeah. Let's forget about statistics at the moment, right? Because it could be that the play was built up more on that side than on the other side, because the fullback might have been out or whatever. It could be anything. So statistically, though, forget statistics that window. Pepe beats his first man 7 times. Don't beat him once; he beats him 7 times. Gets the second man, loses the ball. Or he gets the second man, takes him on as well, beats him as well, loses his feet, and then he plays the wrong ball. For £72 million, he should be picking out that final ball every time.
He should be going for it. He should be going for it. But you know what? I'm not really criticizing him because it's his first season, yeah. But he better come good soon because you know what I mean. What that shit he was pulling during the season was terrible, man. Some of the games he was really bad.
So the question is he a flop or is he not a flop? And for me, I don't think he's a flop, because a flop doesn't contribute. A flop is someone like, for me, a flop is like a Dennis Suarez. You sign him and he doesn't contribute.
He came injured. Yeah, but the thing is, okay, let's look at it this way, right? A flop is a person who can't command the first team place every game. If Pepe's been that good, why has he not been that first name on the team sheet? And when you look at Thunder Rose's analysis, yeah. Zaha is more direct than Pepe. I prefer this type of winger versus a Pepe who always cuts in like an Iron Robin. Iron Robin would have taken both of them to pieces. Iron Robin was better than both of them. But the thing is, you know, when the ball goes to Zaha, 9 times out of 10 he creates something, whether it's a penalty or whatever. He does create something.
Pepe don't. Pepe gets
Pepe don't. Yeah. Sheffield Simon's in the house.
What's up, Simon?
What's happening?
Real one. Yo, he needs to come on, man.
You can't get pissed out of Nicolas Pepe if you haven't got the vice squad and the balance is simple.
Yeah.
How many times we say about Arsenal players that it's always a player next to him who's not good enough?
Yeah.
You know, how many times we said it? Ozil for years.
He has a point. I mean, look at the Liverpool team. There's a lot of shit players in there. You know? Not shit, but basic players in there. But they work as a team, innit? You know what I'm saying? Others with Arsenal, others are not willing to work hard for the next one.
That's good analysis, Tim. Okay. If you take a Henderson, a Wijnaldum, and who's the other one? Milner. And you put them in the Arsenal team, will we be any better?
No, because they'll be lax. Because then again, under Wenger, they'll be lax. But that theme still seems to be sticking around, where everybody just comes and we can get away with murder. I mean, that sort of shit. So I don't think they'll come and do. Milner, I think he's very disciplined. He's very self-disciplined. The rest, I don't know. Couldn't say. But I think they'll just be like everyone else, just be lax.
Yeah. Your boy. I 100% agree with you, bruv. 17 million. Booth, we got bumped fair and square. We got mugged in an alley by French bars. But not just the French bars, but French bars from coronavirus as well.
Yeah. The next question, guys. What do you guys think about this?
Sorry. Go, bro.
The next question: the young players, are they Arsenal level? What do you guys think?
Yeah, we're shit. So they're Arsenal level.
Okay, so let's go through them. I'm gonna name the kids. You guys, let's see how many of them you say are Arsenal level.
Two of them have disappointed me.
Okay, so the first one, I'm gonna name the first one. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Arsenal level. Yes.
No chance.
Okay.
What do you think? People in the comment section, go through it with us also. Let us know what you guys think. So what do you think? Sonny, no chance?
Look, his mum was sleeping in
how many people watching?
24.
Come on, likes. Where's the likes?
Okay. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, he's a no for you?
Look, if you're gonna put your mum in storage locker, at least pay for it in advance for her. You know what I'm saying? Not for me.
Okay. So Martinelli.
His attitude is wrong. He's not going to help us. He's not that good to be moving the way he is.
Okay, forget about Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He's getting sold.
Yeah, gone. Move on.
Martinelli.
Yes, 100%.
Overhyped.
Overhyped?
Yeah, overhyped.
Okay, I think he's quality, and we can't lose him. We got to hold on to him.
It's quality.
You're going to overhype him, of course.
It's quality. It's quality. Don't get me wrong. It's quality.
Tony, you know what?
He's not Ronaldo yet, bruv. He's not Ronaldo yet.
He's not. But
Ronaldo, when he started,
he delivers. You bring him off the bench, he delivers.
But you should put Martinelli up front. He'll score for you. Would I put him up front over Eddie Nketiah? All day long. But people going on about Martinelli like he's already Ronaldo. He's got the capability to be Ronaldo. I think he has. I think he's exceptional, but he's overhyped.
Okay, next one, Melvin's favorite player, Emil Smith Rowe.
No, is he still Arsenal?
Yeah.
No, he's gone somewhere.
No, he's on loan. He's still an Arsenal player.
Oh, so we can't talk about him then. If he's on loan, he's on loan.
No, he is an Arsenal Youth Academy player, and I'm asking you guys: do you think he's good enough to be an Arsenal level?
We can only talk about the ones who are there, who come and play for the first team occasionally and go back down.
He played
loving new comments on him, but basically new people watching. So, Paris buying 1 game, big up yourself, bro.
Okay, so Emil Smith Rowe, is that a yes or no?
He shows some brilliance, but yeah, he's not there yet, innit? He's not there yet.
So that's a maybe. Okay.
Scott Reynolds saying it's a no as well. Emil Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
But because he's getting ladies team, brother, he wants to cat. He wants to stand up.
Okay.
Amelia.
Forget about that. Next one. Reece Nelson, who was supposed to come from Hoffenheim, a different player.
He disappointed me. He hasn't performed as well as he did when he was in Germany or as he was before he went. I'm not. Yeah, I know he's got it. We'll give him time. Cool. But he's been a disappointment, so he's lingering in the middle.
Did you see after his face?
Melvin's not having any Emil Smith Rowe slander. That's his boy, you know.
That was never that.
Yeah, Emil Smith Rowe needs to eat some of them pies in Huddersfield because he needs to put on some weight.
Okay. So what do you think about Reece Nelson, Sonny? We never got your opinion.
Yeah, Reece Nelson grew up on the same block. Asbury State, where I grew up, you know.
So you're gonna be nice to him?
No. You know what? If there's one player who's disappointed me, it's Reece Nelson. Because I said something right.
Yes.
A couple of seasons ago, I thought this guy was going to be. I thought he was going to be the one. Honestly, he's got everything. He's got everything in his locker, but he's lost the key.
Something's going on there, but it could be all the manager changes and the way Arsenal's gone recently. So
boy, the coronavirus has hit Flo hard, boy. 299. No, big up yourself, Flo. My cousin Abazet can play left wing, right wing, magic tricky. Send him over.
Send him over, man.
Hey, Flo. Put him in one of them crates, bruv, where you send all the apples and pears over and stuff.
Yeah, if he plays for Melbourne, that means he must be already signed with City because City own the Melbourne team, I think.
Do they?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, what? They got the New York one, that one as well?
Yeah.
Let's go through the young players because we've got to
Okay, so we're not done. So we did Reece Nelson. Now the next player is going to be Saka.
Yes.
Head and shoulders all day long. The best youngster we've got.
Head and shoulders, knees and toes. Yeah, you've said this already.
Yeah. And you know what? Even at left back.
Oh, you changed your mind. You finally said he's a left back.
Even at left back, I think the geezer is class.
Okay.
Yeah.
For Sonny to say that means this kid is the second coming of.
Have we missed left back since he's been there? No, we haven't. We haven't missed left. We haven't not missed not having Tierney or Kolasinac since at all.
Okay.
Can you imagine? They said he goes and as soon as they put him in that position, he started training with Tierney.
Guys, the next person. Be nice. I know you guys like to get at this guy, Guendouzi.
Leave now. Bruv, you just ruined my night, bruv. And the way people gas him, That guy, he's the midfielder version of Giroud. Donkey.
What?
Donkey. That's
Brother,
what he is.
Can I remind you?
I know. I've said it on the show many times before.
He led the comeback.
I've said it many times on the show before.
He was the man who took the game by the scruff of the neck.
Yes.
In the first month of the season.
3 times. Yes, and I was impressed. But throughout the game, he was fucking crap. No.
You know what? He slows down the play. He holds on to the ball.
He does, man. And he makes some silly decisions. He puts certain players in. You know this guy's not capable of doing a turn and running past his player, and you still keep giving him balls when he's surrounded by 3 players. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. He just hasn't got the brain.
Okay.
100%. Thank you, Gunnar Dread.
Okay, so how would you approach it? Get his price tag as high as possible and sell him?
Squad player, because we know what he can do off the bench, innit?
No, because if you're saying he's not good enough, my opinion is he's right now. Last season he was worth the most for a kid his age group. He was the second most rated for the young players in the world after like those guys who were in the older bracket like 21, 22. I think he was he was up there with them. So I'm saying if he's gonna give us a good fee of like 75 million to 60 million, you take that right away.
You know what? When you think about young players at Arsenal, think of the impact Sis Fabregas had when he came in. Look at Guendouzi. Two different levels.
But Guendouzi, I feel like we were forced to use him because last year our midfield was so weak.
Paul Myers, you know what? This is one guy who speaks a lot of sense, right? Speaks a lot of sense. Most dribble pass player in the Premier League, right? The guy
really
defensively, he offers nothing.
It's nothing. His mentality, Sonny. It's the way he thinks. That is the thing, and it's like you can tell what he's thinking. His mind just drifts off sometimes. Like look at what he had to do to stop Zaha from going to score last time. That's because he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Flo is picking up his cousin because Flo thinks that we know the agent at Arsenal. Flo, I'll get my black book out and I'm going to put your cousin's name in both.
Yo, Flo's got family in the game, eh? Okay, so now we've done Guendouzi. Let's go to another guy who's kind of controversial because a lot of people are saying he might not be good enough. He's good enough. This, that. Eddie Nketiah, former Chelsea player, academy stud. He was considered a wonder kid in FM for the past 5 years.
Put it this way: if they sold him, I wish him luck. It wouldn't really hurt. You see, when Wenger sold Gnabry, I was so hurt. I was so hurt then. You know what I mean? Like, no way. Are you serious? Like, why would you sell him? You know what I mean? If they sold Eddie, I wouldn't. I'll just wish him well, innit?
Do you know what? I remember Gnabry having one good game. That was against Tottenham when Walcott scored the two goals. When he come off when he was like that.
Yeah. But the thing is, Wenger didn't really give him a shot, man. He didn't really give him a shot.
Thunder Roads deserves the funniest comment of the night. I'm joking when I say 60, 75 million for Guendouzi, but the club would put a crazy price tag like that, expecting someone to come back with 45 to 50.
But he's one of those players, right? He's one of those players that would mature 15 years later, right? 15 years later. Like a bottle of wine in like forgotten your cellar, yeah? He'll mature 15 years later, right? And he'll go somewhere for a stupid fee, and everyone will say, "Why did we let him go? Why did we let him go?" You can't keep an whole full Cortina. I think he's going to be a classic car in years to come. It's not going to happen.
The funniest thing I heard was
it's like Chesney.
Yeah.
People have forgotten. They've forgotten how dumb this guy was.
Floppy hands. Yeah.
Mate, I don't.
What about Fabianski too?
Huh?
Fabianski also.
But forget Fabianski. Right? This is Chesney. This was Chesney sitting naked in the shower, right, with the water pouring over his head, smoking a cigar. Come on. And that was after the defeat.
Okay. Now talking about goalkeepers, what do you guys think about Martinez?
Do you know what? I think Martinez and Leno are on the same level. Yeah.
No. You know what? Leno's a bit better.
Martinez is a good shot stopper, you know.
No. Leno's the best shot stopper I've seen.
Listen, I think they're both only shot stoppers, personally. I think Leno is believing his own hype now. Leno starts to think he's Neuer, bruv. Leno's actually starting to think he's Neuer.
Bro, you can tell he grew up wanting to be like him and is
that's what I'm saying.
But he ain't got the feet for it.
Leno probably goes home and tells his wife to call him Neuer. Honestly, he's actually
oh my god.
Seriously, the guy is taking so long in the penalty box with the ball. He thinks he's messing, bro. Seriously, with the ball. And he's playing out from the back. It's awful.
He needs to sort that out.
He needs to come down a level, bro, honestly. And it basically, coming across his, bro, awful.
Okay. What about Matt Macy?
Like Eddie, man.
Will Matt Macy ever make it at Arsenal? Because I personally think he's not going to make it.
He's a keeper. Isn't he?
Yeah, Matt Macy.
Matt Macy's just that tall guy who you walk through Marks and Spencer's and he's just some tall guy standing there.
They're like, you getting goal.
I saw a picture, of him and some other players. I was like, who is this guy? Like, why is he in that picture? You know what I mean? Because where they were was like proper Arsenal. And someone said that's Matt Macy. I said, no way, bro. He just doesn't look. He just doesn't look the part. Yeah. But you never know in football, man. All it takes is an injury.
Just quickly, right?
There was a couple more players, but we'll get to that in a bit.
Are they known players? Or are they still in their filings rust?
Wait.
They played?
Can you guys think of it? Can you guys think of anybody?
Whoever you mentioned.
I was gonna put Torreira in the young player category.
He's got.
I was gonna put Bellerin in the young player category.
Well, let's talk about.
Veteran.
Let's talk about Torreira for a minute. Yeah, he played 3 games and he played out with skin. Yeah, do you remember when Arteta came in? Torreira played 3 games out of his skin.
Yeah,
he's disappeared again, and basically the end of the season, end of this campaign, he's just got injured, right? So, but then, can you do it on a consistent basis?
We don't know.
Sonny, you know what? I think he can.
I'm gonna put Mavropanos in there.
He doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to be here anymore. And he plays like it. He shows it that he's not even scared to go.
Arsenal was his second option, wasn't it? Let's be real. He wanted to go to Napoli.
No. Where did he come from? He come from Sampdoria.
He come from Sampdoria. He wanted to go to Napoli. He wanted to come to Napoli. Arsenal offered him more money, and the money turned him.
Yeah, he's not happy. He said he don't like London and all that stuff, mate.
Yeah. What about Mavropanos? Sell him?
Oh, forget him. He needs to go. Didn't he get a red card in like his second game or some shit like that?
You know what?
He got man of the match performance his first game.
Send him to China. Send the guy to China. Put him in a pot.
Yeah. Apparently, the best thing he's done is be the interpreter for Socrates.
I'll get a big wok, right? I'll stick him in there, bruv, alive. All I do is I'll tie his hands and legs together, and I'll stick him in that wok, bruv. I'll put some tomatoes in there. I'll put some onions. I'll get a bit of pita bread, and I'll start serving him.
Okay.
Terrible, awful.
Okay.
Do
we have any other academy players that you guys?
Nope.
Right, let me ask you some questions now. Manchester City. Basically, obviously, Mikel Arteta knows that you set up very well, right? You've played at Man City. You could put in, or not you played, reserve player, shall I say? John Stones. I'll throw you a couple of names there. John Stones, right? One. Would he improve Arsenal? Right. They've got a fullback, a right back who plays for, his name escapes me, but plays for Portugal. Can't get in the team. They've got Phil Foden, who's supposed to be the next best thing. Can Arsenal prize away at Phil Foden from Manchester City?
I don't think so.
They can, because they're not playing him. He's just going to be a part of a squad and playing second fiddle with no promises or nothing. But Phil Foden and the first one you mentioned, sorry, who you mention the first one?
Academy players.
Stones.
Oh, Stones.
Yeah, them two seem like they have that mentality that when they come to Arsenal and the manager's not lighting a fire underneath their ass, they'll be taking a piss.
Let's come back to this channel. You know what, bro? Good luck to them. Good luck to them. We'll do our thing, let them do their thing. So basically, if Arsenal took someone like Phil Foden, that would remind me of a Cesc Fabregas. Is that level?
Foden.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah. What would you say he's worth at the moment?
No.
What you have to remember is
Same as Pepe.
he has the potential to become a brilliant player. You know what I mean? Not world class, I don't think, but he can become a brilliant player. And when you have a player that can become that good,
bro, brilliant players
at a young age.
Brilliant players when they're consistent. That's
you did miss one. You did miss one. You missed a couple actually.
John Jules.
John Jules.
Yeah. I ain't seen much of him.
Jack Medley.
Hey?
The centre back.
Yeah, he's another one.
Zach Medley.
Yeah, but he don't even get.
That kid too. He's a striker. He's killing it.
I know. I know he has been.
Surprisingly, Steve Bull is doing a really good job.
But that Nigerian boy, I think he's in the academy. Yeah. Have you seen the goals he's scoring?
Oh
yeah.
Oh.
Was it good? Is it Balogun? Yeah.
Yeah, Balogun.
Bro, listen. Man, I hope to God this guy carries on.
If Balogun and basically John Jules, he's a decent, very good player, are make the impact that what's name Saka's made, then that's just save Arsenal a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah, honestly, the whole thing, the academy is going to be used more because of coronavirus and all this stuff. I generally believe we're going to have to use our academy more. We're going to have to be more.
We're using a lot of them as it is anyway. So yeah, I agree.
Bro, I just got for some reason my Twitter's just gone down. I don't know why. Send me on Facebook, bro. Sonny TV Arsenal.
What is someone talking about?
What's that?
He said he has the realist's face or something.
The realist did a face reveal.
Did
he? Did he? He probably only showed his chin. I don't think he's done a face reveal.
I believe Sonny knows who he is. I believe.
What makes say that?
You know who he is.
What makes say that though?
Yeah, because you chat to him, innit?
I chat to everyone.
Yeah, but you chat to him. Yeah, and you know my face, you know this face, everyone. So I reckon.
No, do you know what? Do you know what I like about? I'll tell you what I like about that guy. Right? He's got a face that you can't see, but he ain't two-faced.
Oh, yo, we forgot Willock. You know what I'm
saying? He's got a face that you can't. He's got a face that you can't see, but he's not two-faced. Where other people you can see their face, but you can only see one face. You can't see the other face. So there's other people wearing a lot more masks than the realists.
Yo, we forgot Joe Willock.
True. Go on.
What do you guys think about Joe Willock? Yeah, we forgot Joe Willock.
Joe Willock. Yeah, same as well, man. Not disappointed, but he's not done, man. You know what I mean? He hasn't gone for the juggler.
Everyone, I ain't got a Twitter handle at the moment. My Twitter's gone, so that's not my Twitter either. All my Twitters have been cancelled.
Why?
Yeah, they're trying to shut him down.
I don't know what happened. I think
Twitter. There's girls in there busting it wide open, and then
I logged out of it. I went to log back in.
Yo, you seen that?
My account suspended.
You seen that? Quarantine titty day? It's crazy out here.
Twitter allows everything. There's girls busting it wide open, doing all this other stuff, and then they're coming for you.
Well, all I done was call DT a name, and they've blocked me for life.
Yeah, that's mad.
So it's weird one.
That's
You must have said something crazy to DT for you to get shut down every time.
Not really. Just usual, isn't it? Just usual what comes out of my dictionary of vocabulary.
Okay, guys. So the academy players Man City have, besides Phil Foden, that people are talking about heavily is not Stones. They're talking about what's his name? The kid Gomez, Claudio Gomez.
That's what I'm talking about. Claudio Gomez, yeah, and there's also a defender as well.
Apparently, they've got one who's on loan somewhere, and Arteta's really close with him.
Yeah.
Is that him? Is that Gomez? Yeah,
that's one of them. Boys, we're gonna wrap up now. We've been going for 1 hour 15 minutes.
Okay.
We're gonna wrap up.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Kid, you got anything you want to go over?
I was just looking up the academy kids, and I was gonna tell you guys who they were, because I know that they're really highly thought about, and everyone's been mentioning Claudio Gomez because he's a big name player who came from France.
Sorry, the kids. I say we can get me on Twitter. I'm going to start a new account. Just go Sonny TV Arsenal, and that's going to be a new one. I'm going to start getting from scratch. I've set one up, but I haven't invited no one yet. But just follow me, Sonny TV Arsenal on Twitter.
Yeah. So they have
sorry, hold on. Sonny, is that the same handle? Would they allow you to use the same handle?
It was I thought it was Sony one before.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. All right.
Eric Garcia, who played a lot of games this season for Man City, is another one that he's a center back, Spanish, I think, right? And then you have Richards. Honestly, these names.
Richards is retired, man. He's a pundit now.
No, not that Richards. Come on. Anyways, I'm struggling to find this. I was trying to get it up.
That guy was Man City captain, you know. Fuck.
Oh man, yo, Man City have been, even since the Invincible days, Man Cities have been through a whole revolution. Remember, they had Anelka and all these and Fowler.
Before the money came in.
Yeah, before the money came in, they had Anelka, they had Fowler. These guys, Man City, were always taking all the rejects from the other clubs and building them up on
That's
one
what
team.
Postman was doing, isn't it?
But you know what Chelsea was doing?
Arsenal.
They did a cheap version of what Chelsea was doing, because Chelsea were buying every team's best players. These guys were buying every team's old, like,
former best players.
Yeah.
Everybody, follow me on Facebook, Sonny TV Arsenal on Facebook. You could get me in Messenger. You could send me stuff. We could post stuff. We got an Arsenal group page. Everything. So contact me on Facebook. It's actually better platform than Twitter anyway, to be honest with you. And we can also we'll be doing live watch alongs on there, and then afterwards I'll be going on Twitter as well. So I've sort this little issue out. But I think there's a problem with Twitter at the moment as well. But listen, we're gonna be out of here. There's gonna be what's the show tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're doing the transfer review show. It's gonna be the first one with Kieran and the boys. And
what's it called?
Come check it out. We're going to do a transfer show.
It's a transfer review show. Basically, it's all the players that we've been talking about on a day that Kieran's been talking about on a daily basis. We're gonna put them all together and see which one's worth the money.
I'll be tuning in.
Other than that,
everyone in the comments, thank you.
Yeah, big up yourselves. So hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Right. Okay. Most importantly, if you want to come on the channel, right. All you need to do is subscribe to Sonny TV Arsenal on Facebook. Drop me a little note on Messenger and come on the podcast with us.
Yeah.
It's so mad. Sonny's been inviting people for so long and everybody's just not on it. Like, I mean,
yeah, you can also message me on Twitter, and if you don't have Facebook, you can message me on Twitter at @thekideg, and I can also get you on there.
You know what? As far as I'm concerned, I invite people on wherever they want to go after that. It's up to them. You know what? This is not slave labour. It's not a concentration camp. right?
Yeah, that's not Sky Sports.
But the thing is, right? Sometimes when you leave home and you go backpacking, right, and there's nowhere to do shit, and you're wiping your ass with leaves, and you're covered in flies. Sometimes staying at home was a better place to stay. All right. So anyway, let's take it out of here because we're the original. There's only one way to do this. Right? Later on, take care, people.
Hey, Melvin, good night, mate.